Hi everybody, I'm Arthur Shapiro, Professor of Psychology at American University in Washington, D.C. It's 2015, a new Star Wars movie is about to come out, and here is the Star Wars scroll illusion to give you something to think about as the text scrolls across the screen during the opening sequence. Here we have scrolling text moving out into outer space. If we take an exact copy of the text and translate it to the right, like so, we get the surprising effect that one of the scrolls appears to move to the upper left of the part of the screen, and the other scroll appears to move towards the upper right part of the screen. The direction that the scrolls are heading is determined by the vanishing points, shown here. Now, here are lines extending from the vanishing points, defining the boundary of the text. If we remove the text, then we can see the lines by themselves, and it's easy to demonstrate that the lines are identical to each other and parallel. One of the amazing parts about the Star Wars scroll illusion is that it gives us good insight into how we construct the third dimension. So for instance, if we wanted to see two parallel rows of text, instead of having lines that are parallel in the picture plane, we'd have the text scroll to a single vanishing point, like this. Now, instead of having text scroll into two different directions, they're scrolling off together. But, as you might suspect, now the lines in the picture plane are no longer parallel. So, here's another way to get an insight into the third dimension from the Star Wars scroll illusion. That is, reverse the camera angle so the text is coming from a distance and then going over your head, almost as if you are inside the movie watching the scrolling text from the planet Alderaan's perspective. So if you move the text to the right, just like before, now it looks as if the text is converging at the point where you're standing. Again, the text is really arriving from two different arriving points, appearing points. Here are the lines radiating from the appearing points, and get rid of the text, and you can see that the lines are actually parallel in the picture plane, even though they do not appear to be parallel in the third dimension. Add the text back, make it one appearing point, and that's right. From one appearing point, the text appears to come into over your head as if it's on a parallel plane. Let's get rid of the lines and watch that. The Star Wars scroll illusion is a dynamic version of Kingdom et al.'s Leaning Tower illusion. And like many illusions, it works because it creates a conflict between two stimulus variables. There's the line in the picture plane and the perspective information that these lines convey. By playing off across those information sources, we're able to create unexpected events. At least unexpected if you're not familiar with perspective. So in any case, read about perspective, watch the rest of the illusions in this contest. I think they're going to be great. And enjoy the show. Thank you for watching. It's been my pleasure to be here. Bye-bye.